Welcome to my podcast. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Now let's connect. Welcome, beautiful souls, to another podcast of Messages from Spirit and the Tarot. Welcome, Taurus, to February 2021 monthly Messages from Spirit and the Tarot reading. So, Taurus, it looks like your February is all about Venus. Venus is your ruler, but I'm also getting a lot of Venus love energy for February. So your focus is going to be on relationships. It's going to be on this particular area of your life, and it's going to be about what you're looking for in relationship, and if you're with a partner already, what is the long-term goal? What is the long-term situation with your relationship? This is also a month about business and family. We've got lots of seventh house energy of Venus. So even though you rule the second house and you're also Venus Taurus, this is more about focusing on love. But of course, business is in it too. And also too, the energy of the month of February could be very flamboyant or dramatic, depending upon how you greet the energy this month. And I do get this message that it's also focusing kind of like a Leo energy, focusing on the importance of self-belief. So your ego is going to be very much involved here. But here's the thing. Some of you have got good relationships going on. Some of you are single. Some of you have bad relationships going on. Here's the thing about the ego, is not to allow the illusions to trap you. Okay? I feel like it's more about accepting your responsibility in the relationship, not worrying about others, your significant other, or your past pain and whether you're going to repeat it again. It's about really being responsible and accepting the responsibility that you also played in this situation. You also were a part of that relationship or the current relationship. And for you singles that are looking to begin a relationship, yes, you will be just as responsible. I think that if you understand more from the self-belief, from the self-realization part of yourself, that you are just as responsible in a relationship as your partner, then you will make choices. You'll make good choices that will support your path to happiness, to love, to joy, to peace. Because you're not going to want to choose people who have lower frequencies, such as addictions. It doesn't mean that, you have to end your relationship with people who have these. But if they're not willing to heal themselves from these addictions or unhealthy habits, then where's that good for you? Or maybe you are the situation. Where's that good for your partner? Okay. And, all right, let me see what other messages come in here. I think that you're going to be quite together in regards to the challenges in front of you, the challenges that you're going through now, and the challenges that may be in front of you. I feel like you'll be very perceptive, very maybe logical. Some of you who are, let's get off the love here. Some of you who want to invest, for example, your finances, or are looking to, shift your life into something that's more financially secure. You have that opportunity to really get a good look at it this month and even move forward with it. Some of you also, too, may be thinking of retirement or your retirement years ahead of you. So you want to get into a peaceful and content way of living. Okay, and that's totally you, Taurus. I totally am with you on this. I feel like it's a month for honoring family traditions, honoring your ancestral traditions. I feel like some of you might be interested in exploring your family roots. Some of you might be very much into rebirthing or restarting or even taking off from a family tradition or family ancestral where you want to teach others about this culture or this way of living. But I do feel like that you'll be passing on some type of knowledge too in February, which is quite brilliant, actually. So again, going back onto love, because that, or relationships in general, because that is what's really your month here in February. I feel some of you are apprehensive about moving forward in relationships, and I totally get it. And I think that if you plan carefully before taking actions, or maybe not reacting so quickly and just taking a breath, a pause in between things, that will help you balance and get centered and know more about yourself. And once you know more about you, you'll be more apt to choose a healthier partner. And if you're involved, like I said earlier, with someone, this is where you'll be paying attention to details, but you need to reconnect to self. What part are you playing in this? What are you responsible for? You're just as responsible being a part of that relationship as your partner. I'm also sensing that for a lot of you Taurians who have loved ones on the other side, that you're very much being watched over. February might be a very important month for some of you who have lost a loved one, who a loved one is now on the other side, and you want to reconnect. Some of you who are working with, your family tree, your ancestral lineage, etc., that might open up your heart to feel the ancestors that are no longer here, that are in the ancestral realm. I think it's really quite awesome. But it might make some of you a little bit emotional, and that's okay. I also feel like some of you are going to be adopting an animal in the month of February. And if you're not adopting, you will be focusing more on your animal and the gift that your pet is to you. I feel like some of you could easily be swept off your feet. That's another reason you need to check in with yourself, because you know what? It's that flamboyant energy. Somebody could come along and make you all these promises and not keep one of them in March, for example. So it's okay to be risky. It's okay to flirt. It's okay to fall in love. It's okay to be swept off your feet. Some of you will find yourself unexpectedly in a sudden love affair. But some of you who are lacking the balance in relationships, I feel like you should discover an outlet through art or poetry, or taking spiritual classes that allow you to release these little triggers that some of you have in you in regards to love and fearing that you will only be hurt again. Because I know I grew up with Taurians, my brother, my mother, my grandmother. When they get hurt, they like to block their heart because they don't want to get hurt again. Okay? So, Taurians, I am wishing you so much love and blessings, infinite blessings. Take care.